Hello, 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 everybody. Well, we're getting close. 2 weeks, 2 weeks until the guy with the red suit comes down the chimney. And, ah, yes, I do believe in Santa because in a world that's crazy and all the things that everybody believes nowadays, Santa sounds like the only normal thing to believe in anymore. So I will have a wonderful holiday, Christmas, winter solstice message next week. But today, I want to talk a little bit about these ugly words up here. Um, and I am just compelled to talk to them today because there's one person out there, maybe two, who these words really are taking control of their life. And I really despise these words. Now, it's as rough of language as I'm going to use, but I really do. I These words to me are just some of the ugliest words in the human dictionary. And they're words that are very common and people really believe in them. Now, people are also going to say, but they're real. Sure, they're real, but they're based on sometimes not a complete picture of what encompasses our world. And these kind of things are kind of like mold in the bathroom or the green mossy stuff on the back of the house. It just starts creeping in and pretty soon it's consuming. And these things are cancerous words that consume people and it drives me crazy. And that's part of why we're here is because what we provide is the vaccine for these three words, and that's hope. These three words are diseases. So I want to talk a little bit about today and some of the things that we see and are coming across with our seniors and society as a whole. So we'll talk about fear. Now, back in the day, what was legitimate fear was the things in the closet when the lights went out. Now that was fear. Or or watching Jason, that's fear. But today, the number one issue with many of our seniors is fear in general. They're so afraid of so many things, afraid of falling, afraid of being alone, afraid of wondering where's my next meal going to come from. There's some real fear out there. And again, it's not minimizing any of these kinds of things, but when it obsesses us and consumes us, it's dangerous. These words are a dangerous cocktail that can lead to very sad consequences and very profound outcomes. We've seen it, it's happening. You're just not hearing about it. The news doesn't play the reality of some of the things that are going on in our world because we're so focused on one particular problem. But I'm going to share today how we might be able to turn some of these words around and say, fear no more, anxiety no more, worry no more. So let's start with fear. And last week, go back to my message on RAD and find out this kind of works. There, there's a new word right now, fearless. Let's show fear that we are fearless. Let's face that fear. Let's work together on how we can overcome that fear. I'll tell you what, us here, we're fearless. You tell us what you're fearful of, and let's see if we can work together. 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 Fear is a singular enemy. And when you start having one and two and three and four, then you have a lot of fear. We got to get the fearless people to rise and help those who live in fear to become fearless. And I'll tell you what, it's freeing. It's freeing. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've never been fearful, but I tell you I'm no longer fearful. There's nothing to be afraid of. And that's the reassurance my mom always used to tell me. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm here. Until I grew out of being afraid of what was under the bed or in the closet. Fear is a disease. We can eradicate it. The vaccine is from those who are fearless to help those who live in fear. Anxiety. You hear a lot about anxiety and depression and that feeling of always being on pins and needles. What's coming next? Looking over your shoulder, wondering. Don't wonder. Let's get rid of that. What is the vaccine for anxiety? How about calling it anxiety gone? Gone. Anxiety gone. I reject anxiety. Again, these are real things, not minimizing. I never come here to minimize. These are things where I've been there. I've done that. Um, I, I've lived in a glass house. Unfortunately, all my windows are broken, so I'm still throwing rocks, but anxiety is real. There's a lot of unknown. But again, when we come together, we can lift one another up. We can help one another to get rid of, let it be gone, disappear, anxiety, no more. Well, these all sound really simple and really easy, but you know, again, sometimes we have choices in life and well, it's nothing that I've chosen, but even sometimes when we talk about love, love is a choice. We choose to love. And sometimes we do make choices unconsciously or whatever to live in these kinds of things. And at some point, the strength, the encouragement, the come on, you can do it. I was talking the other day about, a spiral. When you're in a spiral going down, it's hard. It is really hard. And it takes, you may not have the strength. You may not have the encouragement. You may not have the support to lift you out of that spiral. But it's going to be the people who are the fearless ones, who don't live in anxiety, who can come and stop that drain from spiraling. And you still may be underwater, but I'll tell you what, we're throwing life rafts. We're giving you our hand. We're reaching out. We're going to help you. There is a lot of help out there, but sometimes it's a little embarrassing for people to ask for help. And if there's anything more embarrassing, it's me telling you about me. So there's no pride in the game. And let's talk about worry. Worry. Oh my goodness. How about worry free? How about worry free? These are all great words. Less, gone, free. We can turn these words around to really help us to better cope. And the holidays. The holidays are so tough for so many people. We're reminded of the past. And I understand we can visit the past, but we can't live in the past. And I know holidays are tough for a lot of people. I think of the times of my mom and times gone by, but those are visits. I don't live in those pasts. Um, you know, am I going to worry about, what about Christmas? I can't see people. I can't, you know, there are some things that are beyond control. And quite honestly, there's not a single one of you that knows about tomorrow. But yet you're all worrying about tomorrow. You're all fearful of tomorrow. You're all anxiety ridden for tomorrow. I say it 100 times, and it's probably a terrible example, but if I go out here and get run over by a trolley car, um, tomorrow's worries don't matter. And yesterday is the past. So how do we get this to get in alignment with this down here? How do we get these two things together? And I'll tell you, the more we focused on us, ourselves, instead of them, they, the world, I tell you what, you begin to feel a little bit better. and you can feel better. We're here. We want to help you. We're not experts. I'll guarantee you that we're not experts. Well, they're experts. I'm not, but we're here for you. We There's some fearless people here. There's some worry-free people here. We got problems just like you do, but you know what? We are here for you. So this holiday season, take a day, take or two, do whatever it is that you do, or maybe you haven't done it ever, of a moment of solitude. And I don't care what that looks like for you. I don't know if it's praying, I don't know if it's zenning, or all you can control is you and today. Take the moment of today. It's a beautiful day. We're vertical. Um, we still have a breath in us. If something happens tomorrow, I can't control that. I'm not a mind reader. I can't see the future, neither can you. So let's live today like this is the best day ever. Maybe it's not, but let me tell you, as bad as the day you think yours, let me tell you about some of the other days of some of the people we deal with. And I guarantee you, the people we're dealing with are probably in a worse situation than you. Now, it's bad for you. I get it. But it's all a matter of perspective. And sometimes we're so clouded by that fear, anxiety, and worry that we can't see beyond ourselves. So let's open up, say, yeah, it sucks, but you know what? It's a good day. Yeah, that's just Rich. That's just me. That's all I have to say. So tune in next week, and we're going to talk about happy, joyful things, and talk about the holidays, and I have a special message for you. And I think I'll be coming to you next Thursday. So until then, this has been Rich, and I say peace, peace out.